Hey guys, it's Rachel here. So last week I uploaded a Q&A video, Q&A number 3 to be exact. One of the questions I got asked was basically, how do you start acting with no experience? And a lot of you guys asked me this. A lot of the comments I get are saying, oh my gosh, I have no experience, but I really like acting. I really want to get started with acting. How do I get started with no experience? And also kind of not having an agent, I'm guessing, is what some of you guys asked me about. So like I said, I ended up answering that question in my Q&A video, but the response I gave was a bit too long to put in the Q&A. But I actually think that I said some good information about that topic, and I summed it up really well in a short amount of time, which is rare for me. So I thought that I'd take advantage of that and kind of make it into its own video. So this is going to be a quick tip on how to start acting with that experience. Let's get started. But I think that a very easy way to start acting and to see if you like it, start getting some experience on your resume, is by doing theater, community theater at your school or something. It's so easy to build your resume up that way, and I know to all you guys that are gonna say this, I know that community theater is not a huge thing to put on your resume, but it looks better than nothing, and it shows them, hey, I am practicing, I am constantly, doing shows, I'm practicing my craft. And it also gets you comfortable with playing different roles and just getting you used to being on stage. Maybe if you don't have a lot of experience, you might be like, I love acting, but then maybe once you try it, you won't like it as much. That happens sometimes. So I feel like community theater and stuff like that is a very good place to start building up your resume. Also try to find some workshops in your area, some acting classes or workshops. That'll get you some training on there, which looks very good on a resume. It shows that you're constantly learning new things and you know what you're doing. And a lot of you guys speak from a film aspect, as this girl was in this comment. And to tell you the truth, movie auditions, film auditions, television auditions, commercial auditions are a lot easier to find if you have an agent. There are those rare actors out there that are super big and they don't have agents. I know. But for people like me, film is not very big around where I live, so I rely solely on my agent to get me film auditions. So I would say that a big step is signing with an agency, which may be easier depending on how big the agency is, where you live, that kind of stuff. For me, I signed with my agency when I only had theater experience, community theater experience. So I did not have a lot at all. And I have seen you guys almost fight in the comments about how you need so much experience to get an agent. And while that might be true on the statistic side of things and maybe what you've heard, maybe according to a lot of other people, but I can speak from personal experience when I say I did not have a lot of experience when I signed with my agency. So it definitely depends, I know, and it's a lot easier to sign with an agency when they can see that you have experience, but it's hard to get film experience unless you have an agent. You get what I'm saying? So I would say try to bulk up your resume, and also an agent is a very important thing. Try to get connections, start looking in the area for extra gigs. Being an extra, you can be an extra most of the time without having an agent. I see those notices up where I live. Even though I will hear about it through my agency, I'll see them on the newspaper or in the news or something. So just try to find film auditions on your own if you want to try to do that. But again, acting is one of those things that it's hard to get a role without experience, but you can't get experience unless you get a role. So it's very difficult and very annoying, I know. But those are just some of my tips if you're trying to get started. Also, what else I forgot to mention about finding film auditions is you can definitely go on some audition websites to find some without having an agent, like Backstage.com, ActorsAccess.com, NowCasting.com, CastingNetworks.com. There's a lot more, I'm sure, but they're basically websites that put open casting calls up so that people that don't have an agent and don't get notified about those auditions can still audition. Now, the ones that I mentioned are legitimate casting call notice websites, but you do have to be very, very careful because you don't know for sure that all of the audition notices that are going up on those websites are legit. So just be careful, use your best judgment, but they are a great way to look for film auditions if you don't have an agent. So yeah, guys, I hope I possibly gave you a quick tip, information on how to start acting without experience. As you know, the beginning of this video's title is Quick Tip, And I would really like to start making that kind of a series on my channel. Not an every week kind of continuous video thing, but just something that I can do where I basically take simple acting tip topics like this one and I kind of just give you guys my 2 cents in a short amount of time. I love making acting tip videos and kind of expanding upon everything and giving you guys as much information as I can, but I think sometimes I do make my videos a little bit too long. I drag them on some points. I don't really know if you guys feel that way, but some of you guys have commented some negative comments saying that you don't like how my videos are so long. I really try to keep them down, but obviously that doesn't always work. But hopefully I did a good job in this video kind of keeping it short while still giving you guys some good information. So I thought that I'd do that on other acting tip topics if you want. So leave me a comment down below if you like that idea, and also leave me some requests on other quick tip acting tips videos I can do. That's a mouthful. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it or it helped you out a little bit, give it a thumbs up. Also comment down below any video requests you have or questions. I'm happy to answer. Subscribe to this channel for weekly acting videos and follow me on Twitter and Instagram if you want. I love you guys and I'll see you in my next video. Bye! Jane Chu asked, do you think that it is reasonable for you to say that someday you may be acting as a full-time job? Well, I don't know if she's asking on like a personal standpoint or if she's just saying like if somebody asks you like, hey, what are you going to be when you grow up, and you say I'm going to be an actor, do you think that's okay?